Hey girls, hey, this is Mel, and I'm here to talk to you about the model call, and I'm sitting with Emma, who you guys know, and she's going to give you some of her perspective because at our first Glitzy model call earlier in the year, that's where we discovered Emma, and Emma discovered us.
Yes.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but I just wanted to remind everyone that the second Glitzy Girls CURVY model call is June 11th and 12th, and that is going to be at the Westin Downtown Dallas Hotel. We do have a special room rate, and you guys can go on there and click the link. It's on our Facebook page right now, but it's also going to be added to our homepage at glitzygirlsboutique.com. And it will be under a tab titled Model Call. Everything you're going to need to know going forward will be posted in Model Call, so they should check it all the time.
Yes, definitely check it.
You will get updates as things get moved around and spaces get scheduled, so check it daily. Just check in and see if there's a new announcement. And if you have questions, there will be a way there for you to reach out and talk to us as well. Well, tell us what you did to prepare for the model call. What can people do? What resources can they look at? What can they do to prep?
I definitely looked at previous posts that Glitzy had and watched all their videos, practicing posing. That was a major thing that I tried to do before I came because I wanted to be prepared. I didn't want to stand there and just be shy in front of the camera. So definitely practicing posing and just being confident.
Okay.
As confident as you can be.
Okay. And what about hair and makeup and that kind of thing? What advice would you give people about hair and makeup now that you know the brand?
Yeah.
And
So just whatever you feel comfortable with, nothing too over the top. Just be you.
that is one of the most important points that I have on my list here. We want to see your personality when you come to this. You basically see 4 to 5 models here. You see Emma, Felicia, Amber, you see Jess, and you see our boutique owner, Felicia Heron, who sometimes models for us. She's a pretty busy lady, so she's kind of hard to book, but we know her people. So one of the things we love most about it is that you all have different personalities.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing, how different each model is.
And also different senses of style.
Yeah.
And I think that our customers relate to each one of you in a different way. Everybody has a favorite, or they're like, oh, even if it's just like her body type is closest to mine. So speaking of body types, we're looking for something really specific for this model call. All sizes, but what are we mostly looking for?
Extra curvy models. Yes. Don't be shy. Please come out. We would love to meet you, and we would love to have you join our team.
It's really important for everybody to be able to look and see how is that going to look. Of course, we don't. There's so many body types. We could never represent all.
No.
But we are listening to our customers and trying to do a better job of finding more body types, and we have not had the extra curvy models that we need. We are definitely looking for all sizes of curvy models, but those 4, 5, and 6Xs, you guys really have a great shot at getting in here because we need some people to represent those sizes so people can see how is it going to look on me.
Yeah, definitely.
So do not be shy. Get on there and practice. There's lots of things you can do to get a feel for what the Glitzy brand is, and I would really suggest watching the TikToks.
Yes, watch our TikToks. Like, anything that you think would help, just do it. You would rather be more prepared than just not be prepared at all. And make sure you have a TikTok before coming because you don't want to hustle there and just make sure you have TikTok.
Yes, and start on it now so you can start building it up, right?
Yep.
And the first thing you need to do is go follow Glitzy Girls Boutique on TikTok.
Yes.
Right? And now we have Felicia Mace joining us, and I know you guys recognize her. Hi, Felicia.
Hi.
You also were discovered at our first model call, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you find out about Glitzy Girls?
Oh man, 2 girls that I worked with in the past. We went shopping on our lunch breaks all the time, and we went to Glitzy a lot, and I was too scared to go in.
Too scared to go in?
I was too scared to go in.
Why?
When I walked in, I felt like, you know when you walk in a store, that first few seconds, there's a vibe. And I didn't feel like the vibe was my vibe. And I was too scared, so I waited by the door, and we would continuously go, and then I got a little more confident in the clothes. So I went in, and I spent my entire check.
Which she still does.
I do.
Even though she works here, that is that not one of the things about working here? We see everything when it comes in the door, and everybody has a list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so hard.
Yes.
It's a struggle, right?
There's clothes currently on my desk. It's fine.
Yeah. So what did you do to prepare for the model audition?
Oh God, I turned into an internet stalker.
Who did you stalk?
All of them. They said prepare, so I tried my really best. Like, I like to be prepared. So, like, if you know me and my bags, I have, like, everything in my bag. If you need it, I got it all the time. I have everything in my car, and I thought that the best thing to do would be to stock them. Like they said, it wasn't unsolicited stocking. They asked for it.
Yeah.
They asked for
They
it.
specifically said.
So I went online. I went to every social media platform that Glitzy was affiliated with, and I just sat and I watched videos. And it was so serious that my husband was like, me and Adrian are going to go to the park. Like, I sat and I scrolled for hours. So now I'm in the mirror like,
That's the way to practice it.
Yeah, it
doing
really
weird
is.
things with my like hands to figure out what can I do to
Yes.
make this look
Okay,
good.
this is a good point because every model we've ever had, at some point I've heard them say, I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's the hardest
oh my
part.
God. Like, I find myself doing these strangest things with my
Like,
hands.
we were trying the other day to do these new poses, and I'm like, we're going to have to perfect this because the hands.
It's the body parts for me. Yeah,
Give me
I
a classic hand pose and like what you would do with your hands in a photo.
Emma goes.
I do. I go like
She
this.
does this a
She
lot.
does.
What's one of yours, Felicia? What does Felicia do? Do you know?
I literally stick them anywhere at this point. So I
Like,
stick
one
them
goes
anywhere.
here and, like, one, like, swings.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
it does.
she's got
It
the
does.
motion.
I do
Yeah.
the little motion, the movie thing. I learned that from
So
you.
take that note. Sometimes you got to put some thought into that before you show up. Know what you're going to do with your hands.
And you'll always have a signature pose.
My biggest secret is not thinking about it at all.
Yeah.
And just because when I do think about it, I feel like a little robot. And
Yes.
I do strange.
Just try not to think about it as much because then you'll think about it and then you'll just blank.
And it looks like you're thinking about it.
So we are going to do another video where the girls are going to show you how they pose and how Mel does photography and how we do video. And that will give you some tips about just keeping it fluid and keeping it moving, not making it look static or
Yeah.
looking still. Because there is a lot that goes into posing. Even though you just see it in that one simple little photo, they're making it look easy, but it is work. It is work. So practice it. And practice it in the mirror so you know what you look like. Film yourself is really important.
Yeah,
Did either
I
of you
did that.
film yourselves?
I filmed, yeah.
I made my husband do it because I felt like if it was just me, I'd be too comfortable with just me. So I made him do it because we don't do camera, we don't take pictures. We really don't do a lot of that at all. So I made him do it because it made me feel awkward, and I made him do it until I didn't.
And Amber is joining us now. Amber, hi.
Hi, Mel.
Hi. So, can you tell us how you found Glitzy Girls, or rather, how Glitzy Girls found you?
How Glitzy found me. Okay, so I started my own personal TikTok account. I did not expect it to take off. It did. One day I woke up and I had like 180,000 followers. And I had a message from Glitzy Girls, Felicia Heron. And I was like, no, this is a fake. This is fake. It cannot be true. This is a scam. I don't believe it. But she wanted me to come out and do like a test run with them, like film some TikToks, film some videos, Pinterest ads, do a photo shoot. And I was like, no, this cannot be real. It cannot. So I clicked on the page, and I was like, no, it's really their TikTok. This is really their Instagram. And I replied back. She gave me her phone number. I called her. Or I think she called me. Either way, we exchanged phone numbers, and she called me. And the next month, I think I drove up here because I'm from Houston. So I drove up here 6 hours, and I did my first photo shoot and video with them.
I remember that was with the coolers out back at the little bar down on Main Street.
Yes.
Talk a little bit, since you're talking about the live video, this is something we're looking for in the model call. We're looking for people who can do live videos and try-ons. Would you guys talk a little bit about that, and you guys chime in about what you've learned about live videos and try-ons and what makes a good one?
So I'm going to be completely honest. My very first day, Lauren and Mel came to me and they were like, we want you to do try-ons. I said, what's a try-on? I don't know what a try-on is. What are you talking about? So they're like, well, you just put on this top and you go in front of a mirror and talk about it. And I'm like, okay, well, that sounds easy. And then I said, well, I need like an idea, like give me an example. So they gave me, they showed me the previous try-ons. I researched those, kind of did like my own studying on how to form a perfect try-on. And what I learned is basically like I put myself in a customer's perspective.
What would they want to know?
What would they want to know? So when I'm shopping online, first of all, I want to know what is it made out of, what material it is. As a curvy woman, is it going to cling to me? Where would I wear this to? How does it fit? Should I size up? Should I size down? Is it true to size?
Mhm.
So girls, how do you talk about your try-ons? That's what I try
I
to target
definitely
at.
think putting it in the customer's point of view is something that we try to do a lot because, I mean, we're customers everywhere too, so we want to know all of those details that you might not think about, so I think that's a major part of it.
I feel like I go the backwards way. I try to make sure that they understand my body type. Like, hey, I'm bottom heavy, or I'm a little bit chunkier here, or this is the way that my weight is distributed and it fits like this. So since we all three do them and we are all built differently, like if you can relate to this type of body, this is what it might look like for you.
And I know that's something our customers do like about try-ons, and one of the reasons why we're looking for more body types and more people who are great at doing try-ons, because we need some models who are taller, we need some models who are 3X, 4X, 5X, 6X. We're really looking for those extra curvy models during this audition.
No, so honestly, the TikTok room, y'all, was so fantastic. I mean, that's like right up to my speed. The energy in the room was so high. It was amazing. And the positivity was great because you could walk around that room with all these confident, curvy women and feel so comfortable and know that, you know, they're loving their body just like you, and they're here to entertain everybody else and inspire other people. And I think that was a common thing that we shared, and we fed off of each other.
Did you guys get that feeling too at the model call? That it was really amazing to see so many people being supportive of each other.
Very much so.
It was a very positive environment, and that really is what we're looking to build again this year. There are friendships that we have discovered because of that model call that we're still friends with, become part of that Glitzy network, and that even if you don't end up coming to work with us, it's still a good gang to be part of.
You know, and I'm glad you used the word network because life is all about networking. And I think that the Glitzy network is just expanding and becoming bigger and bigger.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
Hell, what these guys did last time, I know you guys made a TikTok together. We should look back at that someday, your first
Oh,
TikTok
yeah.
together.
We did. And you know what? I think at that TikTok, we've probably known each other for like 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was
And that's
10
a lot
minutes.
of what's
Probably
going to
10
happen
minutes.
at this model call. There are going to be a lot of women there working together. Grab somebody and get in a group. If you need a dance buddy, you need somebody to hold the camera. Use those resources and ask people to team up with you.
And that's what I did when I was there. I was a resource. You know, I was there to. People came to me and they're like, I want to do something with the sound, and I would toss out ideas for them. I mean, obviously we're there to help, so don't be afraid to ask for it.
And the models will be rotating to different stations throughout the day. So you might go to TikTok and Emma will be running it, and then later in the day you might go and it will be Amber or Felicia. But the other areas are for the live videos, which will not actually be live. We will be filming you as if you are doing a live video. So tell us a little bit about how they would do that.
So what we have talked about is we will have the girls broken off into groups of 5. And usually what we do on Fridays, we try to do speed try-ons on our live. So how that kind of happens or how that goes down is that one person will stand in front of the camera while the other person is changing into the next new arrival, the new piece. So you will get in front of the camera, do your try-on, and then rotate to the next person, and it'll just go through. And I asked for it to be a one and done deal. One and done because whenever you are on live, you don't get
There's
a
no
redo.
do-overs.
There's no do-over.
Big child.
So that is going to be a huge deal. So that will knock out both your try-on. We will be, rating you on your try-on and how well you can perform on it live. So what we have talked about is we will have the girls broken off into groups of 5. And usually what we do on Fridays, we try to do speed try-ons on our live. So how that kind of happens or how that goes down is that one person will stand in front of the camera while the other person is changing into the next new arrival, the new piece. So you will get in front of the camera, do your try-on, and then rotate to the next person, and it'll just go through. And I asked for it to be a one and done deal. One and done because whenever you are on live, you don't get
There's
a
no
redo.
do-overs.
There's no do-over.
Big child.
So that is going to be a huge deal. So that will knock out both your try-on. We will be, rating you on your try-on and how well you can perform on it live.
That's it looks so simple,
Oh, it's
but
not.
what do you do? It's all a test of what do you do? What do you do when the person after you is not ready? What do you do in that dead space whenever they're trying things on? You've already read comments, you've already talked about your outfit. It's a big test. How can you fill that space? How can you make it look natural, intentional? It's a big test.
So that is a piece of it, because it won't actually be a live video, that you might want to practice by going and watching our live videos. Read the comments as they're coming up and think, how would you answer that? Practice reading the comment and then speaking to the actual camera when you're addressing that person when you're answering a question.
Yes.
I would say is a good tip. So we're going to have those areas, and then we're also going to have a photography area. Not everyone is going to shoot with the photographer that day. We have nearly 200 women coming to this.
I'm so excited.
That's such a
big
so
number.
exciting. I can't wait.
You guys have promoted it really well,
We've been
and
trying.
people have really responded, and we're so excited. So you will be going through the stations in groups of 5. We ask that you arrive at your station 30 minutes before you're scheduled to do your spot there, just so there's no backup and we can keep everybody moving smoothly. But let's talk just for a moment about the night before, the meet and greet. What are we going to have planned for the meet and greet? Felicia, tell us about that.
All right, so we are gonna have some karaoke. Karaoke paired with a bar, I feel like is a good time. I feel like it's a good time, and it's in Dallas. The vibe is there. The hotel has the look, and I think we have just the perfect amount of DJs and hostesses to make it the mostesses. I think
Yes,
it's gonna be
ma'am.
so fun.
It will be starting at 7 p.m. at the Westin downtown Dallas, and that is in the Blue Bonnet.
Yes.
I always say Bluebell because I'm thinking of ice cream.
I love ice cream.
And we are in Texas. It is in the Blue Bonnet Ballroom inside the Westin Downtown Dallas Hotel, and we do have a special rate there. You can find that rate linked on our Facebook page. It's also going to be on the model call tab on our website. You have until May 20th is the cutoff to get that special deal. It's $129 a night. It's a beautiful hotel. They're making this event really glitzy for us
Yeah,
and
for
for
sure.
you guys. So you don't have to stay at that hotel. You got friends in Dallas, you got friends nearby, you're driving because you're not that far away, you're on a budget and you're sleeping in your car, but if you want to stay at the hotel, you have until May 20th to click on that link and reserve your room. And they will have the meet and greet, but anyone can come to the meet and greet that's involved in the Glitzy model call. And it will last until 10 p.m. and then go to bed.
Because you have to be
Yes.
refreshed. Oh, you have to come fresh face, makeup, hair done. We always say, you need to come in acting like you're about to go on the date of your life to meet the man of your dreams.
Repeat that, Amber. You act like you're doing what?
You're going on the date of your life.
The date of your life. So making sure that you feel your best, you look your best, you got enough rest, you drank your water.
Oh,
Stay
yeah.
hydrated. Oh, please
Hydrate,
stay
please.
hydrated. Yes.
Please.
There is a pool, there is a weight room. I don't know if anybody's planning on working out in between. No, nobody's planning to do that. But there is also a lovely Cajun restaurant there in the hotel. And the event will be lasting all day Saturday. It will be wrapping up at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Everyone should be finished filming all of their segments by then.
It's going to be a long day.
But then, the last thing I wanted to get across is that for this model call, you do not have to live in Texas to be considered for these positions.
Yeah.
There are if we find somebody who needs to come here and become the next Glitzy girl, then that person will be extended an invitation to join Glitzy here in Sherman, Texas. But what are the things that we're looking for people to do remotely?
Try-ons.
Try-ons. Try-ons. Yes.
Mainly try-ons.
Yes.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We also do location shoots, and we are looking to include more models in that in the future. I know that we have two coming up, one in September and one in July.
So basically, we fly, and if that person is in that area, we will call them and have them come shoot with us. That's
So no
exciting.
matter where you're from, if you're interested in making this part of your life, and this is a dream come true for you, then go for it anyway. Like Amber said, take the chance. If
Take
she
the
hadn't
risk.
taken that chance and gotten on TikTok, if Felicia hadn't finally walked in the door of the store, if Amber hadn't, or if Emma hadn't booked that ticket and said, I'm just going to give it a shot. So the main thing I want everyone to remember is that none of these girls modeled before.
No.
And
That was never, it never crossed my
Yeah,
mind to
that
my
is
mom.
not one time.
Not
No.
one time.
I was terrified. I drove home 3 times.
you might have a way of relating to people during the try-on videos so that whatever you bring physically, that's not all we're looking for. And so don't think that it is.
I
We're not
love,
all-
we
I
said.
love how you made that a point. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, like we said, we're all totally 3 different
So different.
personalities. Like,
Yes. But all 3 glitzy in a way.
Yeah.
In a different way, you're all 3 glitzy. All right, I think that's all we have for them for now, but we are going to be making more videos that will probably be a little bit shorter with little clips of things you can do, what you can expect. We're going to show you some of the areas of the hotel. In the meantime, you can go to the website, glitzygirlsboutique.com, and find the tab that says model call. Everything you need to fill out, everything you need to click on, everything you need to know is going to be posted there, and a way for you to contact us. It's me, you're going to be contacting me. So thank you, ladies, for sharing your experience with us, and we will be back with more videos later.
Bye.